This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. For the Denver Nuggets, they come in off that loss. Inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout. But anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
Pass to Randall. Back to Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Claxton. Here's Seattle. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. I asked him how he'll try to handle Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight, and Coach remarked, handle? You can't handle Giannis. We'll give him different looks and clogged lanes, but really all we can do is pray his shot isn't falling. There's nothing wrong with asking for a little divine intervention on defense tonight, I guess. Guys?
Thanks, David. There's the three. Randall grabs the board. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Here's Giannis. Good defense by Claxton. There's the pick. Caldwell Pope outside. They get it back. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. And it's Doncic missing. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 4.
Coaches often talk about building a wall to try to stop the Greek Freak, and that time, that wall wasn't strong enough.
Now, here is George. Doncic outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. 3 on the clock. Seattle needs to get off a shot. Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Here's Randall. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And the rejection by Claxton. And pushing it up, here's Seattle. Took him no time at all on that one.
Well, not a volume shooter, but the three-point percentages from KCP, they're solid.
To the inside. Trying to get open is Randall. Good defense by Claxton.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
And you know what, call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their score.
And Claxton throws it down.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with the nice feed.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Doncic looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Giannis. Launches a 3. And it's Alvarado missing.
just doing the job on the backboard.
Alexander Walker on the wing.
Denver foul.
And Aaron Neesmith gets the whistle that time.
First personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
On defense, Denver. It's a 5-point game. There's a screen. Caldwell Pope outside. Shot clock at 5. Back to Doncic. Shoots over Alvarado. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Here's Antetokounmpo. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
Yeah, Giannis has great confidence, and he's playing with it here.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Caldwell Pope's got 5 now.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Lays it up and banks it in. 7 points in the game.
Now that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Oh, Giannis getting the defender to bite. That's a patient move, earning himself a trip to the line.
Denver shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now, here's Goodwin. Pass to DeRozan. It's stolen by Randall. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Seattle ahead, up by 3.
The Denver team. 12.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Seattle. Guys?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that. No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Pass to Brooks. Here's Giannis. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in and try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. Seattle leading by 4. There's the screen. Luka taking it in. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
And inside, Luka knows the bucket is there, so he is willing to fight for it.
Antetokounmpo converts inside.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Doncic outside. Just 5 on the clock. Doncic going to work.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. The shot's good. Giannis has got 18 points. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Charity stripe shot. And it's Denver with the rebound. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Count the basket.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Doncic outside. Down low. Here's Caldwell Pope. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. 9 points in the game so far.
Kept moving, never took his eye off the hoop. Caldwell Pope with a grinder of a bucket.
Pass to Alvarado. And the three ball is good. Alvarado's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Zero defense. You can't let a good shooter have a wide open three.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Denver calls timeout. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. There's the pick. Doncic outside. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Seattle missing again.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Back to Randall. The three ball to the paint. Out to Brooks. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Onto the Kumbo, no good. And so Doncic will bring it up for Seattle. 3-point lead. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. We've got 1:28 left in the first half. Caldwell Pope outside. In the corner, George with it. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Randall.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
Brooks with no one around. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Brooks has got the game tied up here for the Nuggets. Doncic outside. Pass to Claxton.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw good from Doncic.
The all-around game of Doncic is impressive. A walking triple-double threat every night.
Clock management, this is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And, Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Brooks outside. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Giannis left side. Shot clock at 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, if you think that Giannis was going to stop working after he won a title, what do you think he's going to do in the years that they don't? This guy continues to be one of the hardest workers in the NBA.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
on the kick.
26 seconds left to play in the first half. And here's DeRozan. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Dunn. A second chance effort. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal.
It goes on Aaron Nesmith.
Team foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Seattle leads by only 2. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Doncic outside. Pass to Caldwell Pope. To the paint. Picked off in midair. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Randall no good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Inside. Claxton with it. Antetokounmpo with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Count that one.
Julius Randle.
Randall's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Denver.
Now, Giannis preparing for that kind of attention from the defense, and he found a teammate with an open look.
And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively, but how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
For the lead, Seattle grabs the miss.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
The Nuggets trail. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Randall outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Caldwell Pope's got 12.
Such a heady offensive player. Once KCP gets a couple to fall, he stays aggressive.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Doncic outside. Caldwell Pope right side. Pass to Doncic. From the arc. And another 3 for Seattle.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Brooks outside. Giannis left side. And the rejection by Claxton. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Doncic right side. Here's Claxton. Hits the layup in for the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Claxton's got the lead up to 8 now for Seattle. And it's Randall, top of the key. Pass to Alvarado. No good on the three.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Caldwell Pope outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Doncic with it. 10 points for him. Clock at 6. Into the lane. And the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Doncic drops the hammer.
Oh, from ultra close range, Doncic.
Here's Giannis. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
And he's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Back to Randall. Excellent D there from George.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
And it's Doncic missing. The Nuggets trail by 14. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. So both teams making some changes here. Seattle with the ball. They've outscored them 16 points to 2, not slowing down. Here's Goodwin. Pass to Dunn. Adams, some nice D.
The D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
And so and 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Timeout called, Nuggets. And Tavius Caldwell-Pope really making a difference here.
They gotta be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. was able to listen to what David Adelman went over with his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Okay, David, thanks. To the inside. Adams. And it's Seattle with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Doncic outside. Beyond the arc. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Timeout called. Nuggets. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 17. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Beal. Over Caldwell Pope. The shot by Beal, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Doncic outside. Pass to Claxton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now, Alexander Walker. Doncic with it. And a wide open look for Claxton. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
How about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Randall with a great effort there, up and athletic and at the rim.
Doncic outside. Pass to Caldwell Pope. The 3. And it's Doncic missing.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Screen by Adams. Beal, that's for 2. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Adams just continuing to grind it out, outstanding staying after that possession, and then he grabs a second chance deuce.
Here's Doncic. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Denver passing it around. Knocks it loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. As touched by Claxton. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Brooks. 6 to shoot. Beal from long range.
And they've struggled from three-point range here in the second half, and it's making it that much harder for them to chip away at that lead.
Caldwell Pope outside. Back to Doncic. Now Claxton. Lets it go. That doesn't go either for Doncic. The Nuggets trail by 16. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
On the wing, Giannis. And Beal puts up a deep 3.
And they're not creating as many open looks now as they did in the first half. They've got to get sharper at the offensive end if they hope to bounce back in this game.
And Doncic, here we go. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
And great court awareness there helps Luka find an opening, and he just explodes on the drive.
It's Brooks on the wing. Down low. Deflects the pass. Caldwell Pope for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, Randall keeping you honest here. Not a knockdown shooter from that range, but is showing more and more that he's capable of doing just so.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Beal from long range.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Seattle.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Luka Doncic.
Serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Inside, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Steven Adams picks one up.
First team foul.
And that one falls for Claxton.
For Seattle, Nicholas Claxton.
No good on the second free throw. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Denver. It's a 14-point game. Out of bounds. Seattle will take possession. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Seattle missing again. On offense, here are the Nuggets. The shot by Beal, no good. 16 seconds left to play here in the 4th. So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and